think names at the moment, we've got obviously Connor and Homan in front of you, but we've also got Paul McAvoy and Sean Kendrick, I believe, making also top couple versus each other. And Chris and Liam from our first game on stream are against each other again.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, that was probably our most exciting game looking back, so it's a shame that we can't see what's going on there. Hopefully see how that does.
Yeah, and the other two, I cannot remember off the top of my head. So, looks like they are done with the deck lists. Guys, as well, I will try and keep up. Yeah. So, Gavs, just let us know, they will be starting in a minute. I will also try and keep scores of the rounds won. So if you see the zeros at the end of their name, that is just what that is representing. So,
very nice.
Yes.
Okay, so just going to go through the deck list. I mean, we've already had Connor on stream. Do you have him on today?
No, I don't think
we haven't had him on today.
That was Thursday, mate.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
You can tell he slept since then, folks.
Barely.
But yeah, it's going to be Ice Earth from Connor here. Now, he was messaging around last night saying that he was tempted to go with Mono Fire, but...
well, looking at him in top 8 now.
Yeah, exactly that. And again, Homan on the GigaWoL. Apparently this is just Hancock's list potentially from Winter Cup that he was just like, yeah, I'm going to run that.
Okay, so nothing new 22 other than a limit break deck maybe?
Potentially.
So let's just have a look. We do have the information in front of us.
Yeah, Sir FFL's, Samurai's back at Buke, Muchi, Red 13, and Gestal Empire Sid, and just 3 Amaterasu. Yeah, so nothing really out of the ordinary there. Not even adding in the new Lena either. No. So interesting list there. And,
absolutely. Yeah, just having a look. So it is literally just Alex Hancock's either Worlds or Winter Cup list. I forget which one.
Or both.
Or both. Oh no, he did change it slightly for. I think it was a Worlds variant, then a Winter Cup variant was more refined. There we go. Copies of Amaterasu. Yep, that gives us. This is the 2.0 version of the deck, should we say?
So Connor going in straight with a Tyro and into the Ice Ishtola.
Okay.
He does already have a Cymru in hand, so he's probably going to be laughing to the bank as soon as he sees the first GigaWoL hit the field.
And there it is.
Yeah, the namesake of the deck.
GigaWoL.
What is he going to hit? Well, there's an Axe Star right off the bat. A Samurai. Oh, another wall going to a bomb. And
Axe Star and Samurai.
Yeah,
it looks like. So
backup and a draw.
And a crystal.
So you probably kind of draw first.
Draw first, then you do your search, right? Because... just in case you are running a very limited number of targets.
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay, so we are going to have to... do we don't freeze the Warrior of Light here on Axe Star?
It depends. He's probably still stacking the triggers, but not quite yet. And so now we do. There it is.
There it is, all coming together.
Yeah. So going off of the Faris, no search on the Faris because obviously we're not on damage 3 yet. And there's a Toto.
Wow, yeah, okay. Connor not messing around here, just getting those boards wiped away.
Yeah, taking absolutely no chances. Get them removed from the game. That could be massive. Now, we do have a crystal for whatever that could be worth in the deck. It's probably going to be the Cyan. Yeah, Opus 21 Cyan there.
Opus 21 Cyan is the only payload that I can see.
And there's Arya.
Arya searching the, I assume, GigaWoL, yeah.
The one that was likely sent to the bottom. But again, though, Connor still has the Cymru in hand.
That's right. I mean, it would be quite interesting to see if Homan would be able to get a big... Well, he's not going to do it this turn, not with that few cards in hand. And of course, we're getting the foil to hand because it is a better card than the non-foil. It's been scientifically proven.
Yeah, exactly that. We don't even need to see studies on those scientific things, but I'll leave you to it.
Okay, Fish is just wandering off for some chicken now. Don't blame the man. It's been a very hectic day. Okay, so playing on Connor's end. We are limit breaking a Leo. Okay, no problem at all. So probably the most played card today. Back over to Homan now. Okay, so we are going to be doing that 7-cost GigaWoL. Just deciding which of our backups we're going to leave up. Okay, so we've got Gilgamesh, Faris, Sid, Banana Sid. No. Gilgamesh and Faris will do just fine. Just going to double check Gilgamesh. I'm pretty sure there's at least one 4-colour wall in there. And the Gilgamesh itself, so that's 5 elements. Looking at a solid 5 elements now. So Gilgamesh FFBE doing its thing.
And I am back. Oh, check Paul taking over like an absolute pro. You gotta go out of the folder.
Ah, okay.
There you go. Here, allow me. Right. Oh. Yeah, little trick of the trade for you there,
Oh,
Paul.
yeah.
So there's the
I'll
Gilgamesh.
pick it up one day.
Oh.
So yeah, we are on 5 elements with Gilgamesh right now.
I didn't run up the stairs, you ran up the stairs.
Yep, and it looks like we're just going to go straight into a 2CP Shinryu. I assume Connor has the other Shinryu in hand,
Yeah,
which he does.
Wipe that board
Wipe
yet
that
again.
board yet again.
Still, I think now Connor might be able to actually do a lot of damage here.
Oh, that's right. I mean, he's pretty much thinned the whole board down so that both players have either 2 or 3 cards. And just going to quickly go and adjust the map.
Yeah.
Then.
For some reason, our mats have gone sliding. A cost for Kirin Renoa deck, and another GigaWoL that's piloted by Paul McAvoy. So
Stuff there. Okay. So we're just building up resources now for both players.
yeah,
2 GigaWols gone for Homan.
yeah, it's going to be pretty big to get back into this. So just hoping to draw for that with a samurai.
And we get another crystal just in case.
I mean,
And Cyan might come into play later, and the cheaper he is, the better, I suppose.
yeah.
Connor's staring down a Kurosame now, and thanks to that Shantato backup, could be dulling 2 characters or discarding 2 cards. Probably best just to wait on that.
Yeah, it's one of those cards that you really don't mind doing it when it's getting you 3 of the effects.
I think 3 is the magic number there.
Yeah, but 5 is all the spicier. But in this deck, we're never going to see it. But Connor still needing to find his actual ice backups. If it wasn't for the Tyro and the Toto, he could be in a spot of bother.
I'll say. Okay.
Homan looking like he's really the one in the spot of bother, though. He's lost 2 GigaWols already.
So we're going to go into Tyvus now, just to get the other big forward in deck that searches and plays things.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing says good searching and free plays like Tyvus. Now, what do you go for here? Is it the ward, perhaps? And try and kill off the Shinryu with playing something else. Does mean you got to commit a lot of resources to it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much. Maybe Moogle, yeah. Maybe play the Moogle just to get another card draw, get through the deck, and turn off Connor's ability to search cards. At a whim, it's better than nothing. It's
Yeah, it could be impactful, but...
Okay, so Tyvus effects. And we play Axstar. Ooh, into Ward.
Okay, so that Shinryu is no longer destined for this board. But now Connor sat staring down again, 3 forwards. And we're going for the Shinryu again. Does he have another one in there? He does, right?
I think there's a third one in the deck.
Although, I mean, you could just kind of deal most of the issues here with that Hecatoncheir he's just pulled. But
For one more CP, getting rid of that Tyvus is important.
yeah, exactly. You don't want to keep letting that free play stuff all the rest of the way.
Can't keep letting him get away with this. So what are we doing here?
He's not sure.
We're flipping, we're turning, we're thinking, but we're not committing.
Yeah, like, again, it does cost only 2, so he's just contemplating what he gets rid of. And it looks like a Shadow Lord is what he's thinking about keeping in hand.
It's a bit of bit of a risky play later on down the line when it also becomes dark, but
Granted, but at this point in the game, I mean, you've dealt with a lot of the Warriors of Light, and you're going to hit some Warriors with it, so...
he's probably lined up to keep the Hackathon share.
No.
Okay, what are we thinking there?
Math it out, Connor.
Oh, so here it is, Shinryu, into what I assume is Shinryu number 3. Oh, we're going into Rydia instead?
Does he not have another one in there?
Shinryu is at 3.
Yeah, so what's happened to his third? Is it in hand?
Let's see, has he lost it already? Okay, he's actually playing Shadow Lord instead on top of that. Taking the point of damage.
Yeah. Hitting the Rufus, though, that could be kind of big. I'm very shocked he didn't get a Shinryu. I'm guessing he's lost it then, because I would do 1 CP cheaper. But now the game in a completely even score.
That's right. Shadow Lord declaring Job Warrior. Shadow Lord doing a lot this format, I think, with the rise of Warriors of Light, Knights,
Vikings.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of targets that you can hit with it. Absolutely. And Connor's still sat on a full LB deck as well, which is pretty nice, because he could, in theory, next turn just play a Leo and try and get some resources back.
Absolutely. I mean, probably no need to rush now at this point. Just making sure Homan is making sure that he is sufficiently neutralised, so that he can then play safely into his next few turns with little worry.
Now, they do obviously have the added pressure in the best of 3 of the clock. Hour and 10 will they get for the entire, and we've already dropped into the 15-minute mark. So, I say that just under the 15-minute mark, rather.
I say 15 minutes left. I mean, they
have
to get their socks on.
But they still need to fit in potentially 2 more games here. So, we're going in.
And I just noticed the first damage Homan took was his other copy of GigaWoL. So GigaWoL is done and dusted for this game.
Unless he can Kusith it or something, by some miracle, I don't think he can. But there is a Rufus just to start stripping resources out of Homan's hand.
So I think game 1's very much Connor's now.
Yeah, he just seemed to hit all of the right board wipes in all of the right time.
That's right, Connor knows what he's doing, and the issue with playing a meta deck against Connor is that he knows what you're going to do, possibly even better than you do.
Yeah.
So
exactly, guys. As well in the chat, let us know who you're rooting for here, because you might have friends from all over. Who's your favourite player? Who's your best pick? Also, just let us know if the chat's still working, because that
would also be quite helpful. So, Homan deciding.
Okay, so we still have Zeramus.
Okay. How are we getting this Zeramus down then?
Did you discard an Onion Knight and a Uke by the looks of it?
Oh, there we go, yeah. I was going to say, those backups won't help you get the Zeramus out there.
No, that's probably why they're still standing, but... Oh, there we go. Thank you, the Great British Video Gamer. They are in this game, Connor. At least we know the chat's still working, because I think we got disconnected for a slight second. But so Zeramus could be a problem for Connor.
That's right.
But it can never really get on the attack, because...
Biblos is gone now on the field. That will discard a card. Dull freeze the Zeramus, so at the very least he can't attack back over the dulled board.
Yeah, and there's the discard as well, stripping even more resources from Homan's hand. And they're up to 6 damage. I don't see a way that Homan comes back into this one.
No, I think we're going to probably see game 2 happening very soon.
Yeah.
Homan making sure not to give up straight away. Obviously, you always check all of your options and check again.
Yeah. Nope.
There we go.
So round 1 of this best of 3 going to Connor. Really well played. Again, he just seemed to have all of those board wipes as and when he needed it. So let's reset. Let's go for the next game. And guys, again, I will try and keep track of who's on what next to their nameplates for you, just in case you're only just tuning in.
Okay, so come on, probably taking first again.
The thing is with this deck is that you know now how many board wipes you're facing down, and you also don't want to kind of like splash the board too heavily because you know it's just going to get punished for it.
Yep.
So,
Making use of the excess time available on the round just to get that big power shuffle in. Now's a good time to remind everybody to visit us at Cactuars.com. You'll find all of our social links there, and of course our affiliate link with Firestorm Games, who we'd like to say a big thank you to for hosting this event today. And be sure to check them out. They do have all sorts of fun hobby stuff, not just Final Fantasy cards, every other board gaming and tabletop hobby in between.
And
so please
books.
check them out.
I'm always
And
here for
books.
literature as well. It's great.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and guys, again, if you want to catch up on these, the deck list should go up sort of mid to end of next week would be my guess. But if you also want to check out the VODs from today, they will also be up on our YouTube channel, which again, the link will be at cymrucactuars.com.
That's right. On YouTube, you'll find us at Next Dimension Hobby Games and Media. And if you are watching on YouTube, please click that like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help us.
Yeah.
And then we can help you get more content out there.
Yeah, and I'm also pretty sure nowadays on YouTube, is if you say share, like, and subscribe, it actually flashes in funny colours. So,
oh, excellent!
Yeah, always
I'll be sure to
interesting
watch
to watch
that back.
And guys, talking obviously a lot in the chat about the Ice Earth list. To be honest, this is one Connor's been brewing since the start of the set, and it is really good.
I mean, he was very nearly playing Mono Fire this week. He had a bit of a knock in locals and didn't feel confident with it, but now in top 8, I'm glad he's stuck with that decision.
It's funny because Connor usually does this before, like a major tournament, before any tournament. He usually second guesses himself and makes a random last minute change. But
I think one year in Winter Cup, I want to say 2018 or 19, he literally built his deck at 6 o'clock that morning and came third. So good on him. I mean, tried and tested. Who needs practice when you can just win?
Yeah. So Homan's starting off now with a. Oh wow! I've just seen stuff in Connor's hand there. It looks like the almost perfect counter. But yeah, Homan's starting off with Sarah FFL, going digging for his walls. But
telegraphing to Connor that the GigaWoL is in hand, surely, because the 4-colour wall was the search target.
The irony being, though, is that I think Connor has got Arcanist, Emina, Scale Toad has just gone, but also I think he's got a Toto there as well. He's got
the Toto, and he's just going to sit and wait on that. He knows that that's going to be his answer to 3 forwards coming in on the other side.
It's going to be, let's not let cost 3's attack, and here's my Toto just to finish him all off. So it's going to be pretty big. But Arcanist is massive here. So here's the GigaWoL.
Arcanist put in a lot of work for CJ earlier.
Yeah, absolutely that. Yeah, check out game 2 or 3.
Game 2 or 3, and that was against the GigaWoL, right?
It was against the GigaWoL, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Taylor getting absolutely mullered by the Arcanist. But now, Homan just decided what he wants to get here. He's picking the Onion Knight off the GigaWoL. Now, this is one we haven't had up yet.
Okay, yeah, it's not one you see a lot, but it is good for the colours. So, enters the field, choose 1 damage forward break, nope. Choose 1 forward opponent controls, return to hand.
Yeah.
Also nope.
Yeah, and you're going to get the Gilgamesh FFBE. He did have the option of Axstar there, but so we're on 2,
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 colours, and that is it.
4 colours. Oh, and
5 water. Yeah.
5. So we do. I always forget what's needed for what with the Gilgamesh.
Well, let's have a look because we can.
Let's have a look.
It is that one.
Okay, so 5 or more is dull and freeze on attack.
Yeah.
7 or more is brave and can attack 3 times.
Yeah, and honestly, Connor having to overpay for the Toto there because Homan going in on that attack, getting to dull freeze that Arcanist. That could have been one that slipped away from Connor if he didn't overpay for that. Now we do have a bib loss, and we've lost a Cymru as well on there. Oh no! And here we go again. He's overpaid for another Gilgamesh.
So we're getting that damage in nicely.
Did he also just dull freeze the Shantato and not the Arcanist? That's kind of mental.
Well, I mean, with only 1 forward on board, Arcanist is just as good.
Yeah, that's.
I
I'm
don't know.
very surprised here.
Maybe you're thinking locking Connor out of any other colour. Maybe there's like limit break surprises he wants to avoid.
Well, in theory, he has locked him out of that Ice Earth Prish warp to kill it now.
I mean, maybe locking down Shantato means that Connor can't just pay Cloud to pop Gilg.
Yeah, that is also a very fair point. We're going to go with Biblos, threatening that if you attack me, it will be live. But I don't think that's going to slow Homan down here.
No, Homan's just going to try and reach the finish now, I think, just to get the game 2 under his belt. And he's... Okay.
Yeah, here we go. So we're going to keep that Shantato down.
Yep. Biblos now live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another useless Todo.
Yeah. I mean, you could go into Rufus here and get an additional Dull Freeze, right?
I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, here we go.
So we are going to discard Dull Freeze, yeah, because Biblos makes all that available, and then Biblos now can swing and discard another card. It's forwards only. It is forwards only.
Hitting another Seraph FFL. Yeah. Solo since they're saying, yeah, making the Biblos live is probably a mistake, and I think I kind of agree with you, because now you've lost 2 cards in hand, and that is also going to be a tricky forward to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're ever going to see that Gilgamesh stand back up.
That's right. I mean, very risky times here for Homan. This could be over quite quickly. I mean, he has secured himself a nice Rufus, which is not to be sniffed at.
No.
It's a very lovely looking card.
Shifty, one of our friends and workers here at Firestorm, just walking past, clearly not happy.
Well, if I was working instead of playing, I would be unhappy too.
Fair point, especially when you got to serve all of us surly people. But
Slaving away at that hot stove, bringing top quality junk food.
yeah, I wouldn't even say junk food, just food a lot of the time. How many people games says the Great British Radio Gamer? We had a even 32. We could have gone to more, but that seems to be where we're capped out at for this one.
That's right. A lot of other events going on at Firestorm today. If things were different, we would probably have hosted more people, but a full 32 is quite a good place to start.
Yeah. And Emo Tempest making an awfully fair point. Aren't we working and not playing anyway?
Oh no, I wouldn't say so, because this doesn't feel like work, really. This is
us talking,
this is a pleasure.
Yeah, us talking junk about other people's junk seems about the best we could do.
Sounds about right, talking about people's junk, but there we go. Alright, so we're going into GigaWoL now. Doesn't look like there's enough cards in Homan's hand just yet.
Yeah, this is an interesting one here, because he's just searched that GigaWoL. He has 2 in hand. Rufus attacks makes you discard, right?
Yep.
And Biblos attack makes you discard, right?
Yep. And Dull Freeze. So, I mean, I think that was a little short-sighted on Homan's front, because...
Yeah, and I think that realization is coming to slap him in the face right there.
He's just getting those cards near the break zone. Ready. Okay, so what am I going to go with first, do you think? Probably Rufus, play it safe, just in case...
Sarah FFL to reactivate the Gilgamesh is a thing, actually.
Yeah, that is really, really interesting.
That's a good call there, Paul.
Yeah, definitely.
But... yeah, because you could do it in response after the discard trigger, right? So...
That's right.
But we're going to try
We're going to go with Stola as
okay.
well, just to see if we can't push that damage down. So, he is party attacking with all 3.
Okay.
Leaving nothing to chance.
Yeah. So
Dulling and freezing the same forward twice off of the discard double triggers that are coming.
So what he's hoping for here is just to get the double discard on the top of the stack to discard first, so the Estola becomes live to do the damage here, I believe.
Yeah. So it all goes away. Homan deciding that there's no point reactivating something that's just going to die.
And hitting an Amat there might actually be really nice.
That's right. I mean, it's really not looking good for Homan now. I mean, we pass turn, we take 3 damage, and we hope that EX bursts come in. So swing discard with Rufus.
Yeah, you're not going to get to keep anything in hand now going forward here.
No, that's it. I mean, maybe he should have just played the Moody for the board presence. Okay, this is interesting. So we are going to go in for GigaWoL.
One last spin of the chamber by the looks of things.
Unfortunately, though, Connor will discard him.
No, he's got the other one in hand, though.
But that's it. He'll have 3 cards next turn and not enough to pay for GigaWoL.
Very true. Yeah, no, that is very true. So Homan up to 5 damage, and there goes a second Amat. And I think we are... Oh, and there's a
Sephiroth. My man.
Yeah, discard that, Giga. You ain't getting to play that. Connor completely in control. Do you offer your hand here? I think you got it right.
I mean, Connor preemptively offering the fist bump.
Yeah. And he's dead, yeah. There it is.
There we go.
Really well played by Connor.
Fist bump and a handshake, covering all the bases.
Yeah, absolutely. And TCG Titans also, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Very first time chatting with us as well. Of course, he already won. Connor was very much in the driver's seat there, but that was just a funny way to end it. So, guys, we have 44 minutes left on the round. Obviously, we'll get Connor over for a quick chat. Not that he's the most talkative in interviews, but we'll get him over here anyway.
Make him squirm a bit, eh?
And then we will see if we can do a quick I Spy on what's happening in the rest of the room. So, guys, do bear with us. We'll be right back. Oh, and there he is. Mr. Connor James, the winner of that first best of 3 there. Commanding when it felt. First one, obviously, you just seemed to have all of the
board wipes.
Yeah, when you needed them. Anything that you were thinking that you could have done different in that, or was it just clear it all, push through?
I see 3 forwards have to go.
Yeah.
So.
And then that last one was probably the best. You know, he sits the GigaWoL, and you just make him discard everything, and then play a Sephiroth.
Yeah. I didn't see my hand before I attacked.
Right.
So it was only after he hit the area I was like, shit. Oh, that's all right.
That's pretty good. I know you've, as we've said already on the stream, you were very tempted by Mono Fire before today.
Yeah.
Was there any reason that you were sort of leaning away from the deck you played today?
Just felt slow. I thought I had a bad matchup against GigaWoL, but I beat both my opponents so far. So
solid.
Yeah.
Oh, and do you want to jump in for 5 seconds?
Yeah,
before you
go
go on.
that game so bad.
Come on. There's the loser, sadly, of the round, Homan himself.
Yeah.
Anything you could have done different then?
Not play so aggro, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because me and Connor know each other very well, so it's usually just a bit of mudslinger anyway. And I knew my deck. I knew that deck wasn't going to be particularly well into his.
I think the opposite.
No, it's just because of the board. I knew you had the board wipes ready, regardless. So you always had the Shantoto and the Shinyu. And I think hitting the on game 2, hitting the damage Shinyu really helped.
Yeah.
But knowing you had the Shantoto in hand really obviously didn't really matter that much.
Well,
So I should have played obviously a bit slower, I think.
Sure.
And just force your hand a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the second game was a lot closer.
It was, but then I think so. A lot of the guys in the chat were saying that maybe you shouldn't have taken Connor to damage 3 to make the bid loss.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that
was my mistake. I completely forgot about that. So it's fine. I've not been playing as much recently, so that's kind of my
I think
fault,
if
really.
you didn't, the Gilgamesh was dead before. He had to attack to remove the backup CPU.
Yeah.
Yes.
Without that, well, if I had that, I think I had enough to Rufus and Ishtola that turn, and he was only on 8k with 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
So
And obviously I've given you a list back now. Were you playing Cloud in your LB deck as well? So I suppose that was always an option.
Yeah, he was Cloud.
I should have played Cloud. that would have made things a lot simpler.
It's like, in
Actually,
my LB deck, like it really didn't matter what I had in my LB deck. I had the 4CP Ice LB and 3CP ones. I think even when I played them, the only time it would have mattered was when you had 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have been. I didn't have an Ice backup to play it. So
no, Cloud would have made the instead of Ishtola. I'm not sure if I had the Shanti to that, but if I did, that playing Cloud would have been the more correct.
yes.
But still, though, both congratulations for making top cuts. Did well to get there. You're both getting the Rufus at least out of it.
Yeah, I always brick top cut anyway, but
You made
got
it,
into
though.
that?
Yeah, I used to play Gates Con, at least someone I know, so it's like a bit chill.
He was on Mono Water until I told him.
Yeah,
No, GigaWoL.
I was going to play Mono Water originally, and that was like literally 10 minutes before the start. I was like, I'll play GigaWoL. He said, I'll play GigaWoL. I was like, alright, I'll play GigaWoL.
And you just, it wasn't entirely your list either, you just picked
I
one.
it's literally Alex Hancock's
Yeah.
list, so...
I don't even think there was any, like, other than LB cards, any Opus 22
No,
in there, was there? So.
and my LB deck is literally mishmash because I don't have any Opus 22 cards apart from pre-release. So
Oh man, you should have said I could have lent you all.
that's fine.
There we go. Well, anyway, guys, we are going to have a short break now, about half an hour for this round. Whether we're back a bit sooner or not, I don't know. So, guys, stick with us, and we'll be back with the next game.